Hello, welcome back to Veg Plot. Up at the allotment today. Got some dwarf French Faraday beans to plant. I think there are about 80 here. I think I sowed them on the 8th of July, so just over a month old. And I reckon that we should get a crop off them by the end of the season. So I'm going to plant some of them up there where the onions are, and then maybe dot some others around the plot. But anyway, also we've got a harvest to do. Let me put this down, this actually weighs a ton. Yeah, I've got a harvest to do, so I've been away for a few days, which has been, eventful to say the least, but all good. But now I've got back here, there's so much to harvest. I just wanted to show you some things which are doing really well. Look at this cauliflower. We'll have that one out in a bit. Uchikuri squash, they're all doing well. Got quite a few of those coming. We've got a few of these little courgettes down here. These are the summer sun. Really affected bad by powdery mildew. I didn't treat them before I went away and really should have done, so they're struggled a bit, but yeah, a few of those to have. We've got these cucumbers here. These are Marketmore, bitter last time I had them, but hopefully one or two of these might be right, but they've got to come out. And then we've got mangel wurzels. There are sprouts obviously not ready. We've got some cabbages to have out. So all sorts of lovely things, plus also up here. I tell you, it's the same every year, isn't it? Wherever and whatever you do, if you grow courgettes, you go away for 5 minutes. I was only away a few days. There weren't any on here then. Look at the size of it. Bloody great big marrow. Things collapsed as well. It's really tall, these plants, but it's under the weight, it's fallen down. So I've got quite a few courgettes to harvest as well. Again, these have got powdery mildew. You need to keep up the spray. God, look at that one. This is far too big. Brilliant, these courgettes. This is Black Forest. Well recommend growing these if you can get hold of seeds. And the sweet corn, yeah, this is all coming along fine too. So we'll have a few of these off. Hasn't been attacked by any rodents yet, so I better get some off before it's a bit too late. And I was going to put the French beans in here, have these onions out too, and we've got some potatoes to harvest. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, just put these down here. Right, these red onions, don't know if you remember that I trimmed the tops off some time ago, and just to see if it would make them last a bit longer. And maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, I'm not sure. I don't know if they're that much bigger than when I cut the tops off, but they have been in the ground a lot longer, so they might well have done. Actually, some of them are huge. I'll bring them over in a second. Yeah, look at these are looking really quite nice. Look at that one especially. It's enormous, isn't it? Yeah, really big. So pleased with the red onions this year. We have hardly had any bulk, but yeah, anyway, these will have to go in the basket in a minute. Got a couple more. And these are grown from sets. They're electric, and they were planted on the 10th of December 2024. So yeah, in the polytunnel and then brought out later on. So they've done really well this year. I can recommend them for next year. Right, let's get this bed prepared and then we'll get the beans in. I'm just going to give it a rake over and de-weed if there are any weeds, but there aren't many. Right, I'm just going to top this bed up as well with a little bit of chicken manure pellets. It's sort of pelleted. I'm just going to get a hand and sprinkle it over, and then we'll rake it all in. I don't think it's a really high feed levels this, but a slightly higher in nitrogen, so hopefully that'll help the beans. And there's a few other extras in there just to help with the flowers and the beans when they arrive. But I think this will feed for about 3 months, that's the idea. So sprinkle it on and rake it in. That's really quite dry in this bed, so I'll just show you. But we've had so little rain recently. Look how dry that is. Right the way down, about 3 inches, 3 inches, yeah, and there's a bit of moisture there, so going to have to give these a good watering. So let's get this filling up while we're planting some. And this one here too. Kind of helps having a bit of hose on the end, then you haven't got to arrange your watering can under the tap, so I find it quite useful having a bit of hose. Right, okay, let's see what we've got. So I think we've got 2 trays of these, and these are Faraday, yeah, Dwarf French bean Faraday, and I sowed these more or less the beginning of July. So pop one out, shall we? Yeah, there we go, roots looking perfect. And I pre-watered these, so they should be okay to get going. Place these about a trowel width apart. We should get about 4 in a line, and just nice deep hole, get them in, and put the soil around them, firm them in, and just a little well so we can water them in a minute. Actually, I think I might be able to get 5 in rather than 4. And then just want to give them a good soaking. As you saw, it's so dry. Give them a soaking as I do them, and then hopefully they'll be fine. Right, I'm just going to crack on with these, get these all done, get this bed done, and then we'll see if we need to go and put these somewhere else, or whether they'll all fit in the same space. Well, that's got all of those in. That's all. Wasn't quite 80 because some of the cells didn't germinate, but yes, I think there's probably about 70 or 60 or 70 dwarf French beans in there, which is nice. So now I need to get on and do this harvest. So I thought we start with the courgettes before they get any bigger, because I've just watered all the Zabroon shallots. They're doing okay, yeah, coming along. Not ready to harvest yet, but these most certainly are. So I've got my squeaky snippers, and hopefully, yeah, look at that. Far too big, but quite good. We could stuff it perhaps, something like that. Anyway, that's one. Yeah, I think I'll just go through and harvest them all, and then we'll have a look at the end. That's perfect, isn't it? That's a lovely one. Actually, I thought I'd just try and hook this one up first. So got some metal posts here. You can just hook it over that, hopefully. There we go. Right, you can see how tall it is. Amazing. Right, let's hook that there. And hopefully these leaves will grow back round and we can keep growing it up. Right, I'll just show you what I've done there. So these are the stakes I'm using. They're little metal stakes. I think I got them off eBay or Amazon or something, with a little hook on the end. Yeah, I suppose they're holding up wire fencing or something, but yeah, I'm just hooking it in the top there. And you can see they're all hooked over now just to support them. And I think some of these now must be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 foot high now. So it's not bad going, is it? They're getting taller. I think they might reach the end of the sticks and then be about 5.5 foot. Anyway, this is the courgettes we've got. Got some lovely ones here. So put these over by the harvest basket. Some are massive. We can stuff them or something, I suppose. But yeah, nice little harvest there from these Black Forest courgettes. Let's see if we can get some of these sweet corn, shall we? I can't quite remember what variety they are, but got it written here. Oh, incredible. Yeah, these were sown on the 16th of January, February, March, April. Yep, 16th of April. So I wonder if any of these are ripe. We've got some quite nice big ones here. So let's see. Try this one. Oh, that's torn it, snapped it. Never mind, there's nothing else on the top of that one. Let's see if we can separate this. Ah, perfect. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Not bad, eh? Not bad. A few little kernels at the end which haven't pollinated, but yeah, cracking sweet corn. I bet if I ate that now it'd be really sweet, but I'm going to put it in the harvest basket. We'll take it home and obviously, yeah, have some of these for tea, but I must get a few more while I can and see if they're ripe too. I think not ripe but ready. Sometimes you get these little maggoty things in the end, don't you? Have to break that off and get rid of that, but yeah, bottom half is lovely. Beautiful. Right, I'll harvest a few more of these and then we'll go and see what else we can find. That's got all the sweet corn harvested, so now I want a couple of beetroot. These are Burpees golden and looking good. Just want 2 or 3 of these. So that one, there you go, lovely Burpees golden. Right, let's put these in the harvest basket. We're doing quite nicely over here at the minute. Seem to have good selection. Sweet corn's good, really pleased with them. Yeah, right, okay. I'm going to get this cauliflower now. I've been looking forward to getting this. Let's see what this is like, shall we? He's a monster. So put my dirty finger all over it. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful, beautiful cauliflower. This is F1 Seoul, and I grew them last year and they were fantastic as well. We had so much cauliflower to give it away, but yeah, if you can get seeds for F1 Seoul, I really recommend it. Beautiful cauliflower. Right, I decided we'll have this one out as well because I think they'll go over. If I leave them too long, they'll go over. So let's take this out. Not too bad, eh? Cracking, yeah. F1 Seoul cauliflower, really, really nice. Right. Next thing I want to get out is this Sonsma cabbage. Now, they've been delicious, but 2 of them have sort of rotted off, which is kind of interesting. So I wonder, yeah, let them go a bit long maybe, but here's the last of them. And you can see, just clean it up a little bit. Snip this root off. You can see the outside leaves have gone a bit dead and dry, so I don't know what it's like underneath. Yeah, not bad. That picks up in the light, perhaps burns out, but yeah, I think time I'll clean that off a bit, that'll be perfect. Right, I also want to get one of these round cabbages, these Savoy cabbages, so I'll put this by the basket and we'll get one of them out. Right, let's see what this is like. Yeah, not bad. Right, let's just clean it up and then I'll show you what it's like. Yeah, not bad, eh? Pleased with that. That's a Savoy cabbage and a half. Anyway, right, let's go and put this by the basket and see what else we can find. Well, that's been a really good day at the plot. Well, morning, couple of hours really. Planted out the French beans and got myself a nice little harvest. Yeah, really pleased with most of this. I'm a bit disappointed with these cucumbers this year. As I said, they've all been bitter, but this one might be right. Who knows? We'll see. These are okay, these little summer sun. Cut them open, harvest, hollow them out and stuff them, bake them in the oven. They're quite nice. Cauliflower's fabulous. This is F1 Seoul, as I mentioned, really good. I'm going to probably grow this every year, I think. I never had any luck with cucumbers, with cauliflowers at all until I started growing these. So I think it just shows the power of some F1s. Sweetcorn, yeah, all good, perfect really. Going to go home and have these for lunch, I think. Got quite a few under there. Some Burpees golden beetroot, courgettes, red onions, a Vertus Savoy cabbage, and a Sonsma RZ-F1 cabbage, and some more monstrous courgettes. So yeah, quite pleased with that lot. Right, okay folks, I expect the next video will be tomato taste test video, perhaps nearly the last one. We'll see. Anyway, till then, bye for now.